Hello everybody and welcome back to another new vlog. Thank you for joining me once again on another interesting walk. If you are new here, let me introduce myself first of all. My name is Andrew Martin. I'm a landscape and woodland photographer from Birmingham in the UK, and I post regular vlogs and regular content all about my local walks, anywhere where I can walk to or where local public transport will carry me to. If you are new here and you find yourself enjoying the content that you see, then please do remember to subscribe to my channel, because that really helps me to grow the channel going forward. And also, if you wouldn't mind giving the video a thumbs up if you do enjoy it, that would be a great help as well. Now, today's walk brings me to the Licket Hills Country Park, just south of Birmingham, just over the border into the county of Worcestershire, about 15 miles south of where I live, and it's a beautiful little spot to come to. So I've come here today, and the walk actually starts, well, technically it starts at the visitor centre of the Licket Hills Country Park, which is further north of where I'm standing now, about a mile or so. But actually I've caught the train here, and the local railway station is just a little bit further back down this path here, and I've got off the train and walked up this path on the way up to the Licket Hills Country Park. And basically the walk, I can start it at the train station and then finish at the train station as well, because it's a circular walk, about 5 miles, and it should take me about 2 hours to do, in and around the Licket Hills Country Park, which is where I'm heading right now. Now today I'm actually doing this walk with the help of a guidebook which I've got here. Let me see if I can show you that properly. This book here, and that's basically hidden walks in and around Birmingham. And I don't really need to use that guidebook for all of this walk today, because I've been to this area several times before, but I haven't done all of this walk in the past. So this is going to be quite an interesting one, and I think the book will help me to make sure that I can be ready for any awkward or difficult terrain that there might be as I'm walking along here. It is nearly the end of autumn now, and surprisingly it's still warm enough for me to walk around without a jacket on. But we have had some heavy rain and some quite hefty storms in the last couple of weeks, so everywhere is completely soaked and there are trees down all over the place. So who knows what this is going to be like today. But I'm going to see if I can find my first composition now. I've already shown you a couple of images of this area that I'm walking through now. It's an area of woodland called Pinfields Wood, and this leads me up towards the visitor centre. But I want you to notice, looking at those images, just how the golden orange leaves that have fallen off all the trees have carpeted the ground. Well, according to my guidebook that I'm carrying with me, this area here is often in the spring carpeted with bluebells, but obviously you can't see those at the moment because of the colour of all the orange and golden leaves that are lying on the floor from the trees around here. But I think I'm going to have to come back here in the springtime and try and capture some bluebell footage from this particular woodland. Anyway, I'm going to move on to the visitor centre now and start the walk properly. So quite a lot has happened since I last spoke to you. From the visitor centre where I was, I walked up to the top of Cofton Hill, and at the top of Cofton Hill I was greeted by a view right out across the whole of southern Worcestershire, heading towards, northern Worcestershire, heading further north towards Birmingham, and there was a beautiful vista of Birmingham in the distance. I couldn't photograph or video anything at all while I was there because At that point there were about 1,000 people all standing around looking across the views, and I wasn't too happy about it. Quite a few of them were kids who should be in school at this time of year. See, last week was the school holidays here, and for some reason there's still loads and loads of kids hanging around when they should be back in school this week. Anyway, I couldn't video anything or record anything there, so I carried on down a path down Cofton Hill, which according to the guidebook was the correct way to go, and then I followed the path all the way back up Cofton Hill, just a few yards further on, and I could really have just cut off that section completely. It was a very muddy, wooded path with steep drops and quite a lot of trip hazards. So that wasn't very much fun, and I certainly wasn't going to try and get the camera out and vlog that, and there was nothing really to photograph there. After that I cut through across the road, across the main Barnt Green road, and then cut through a couple of fields where I've managed to capture a couple of interesting photographs of the fields, because you've got beautiful vista looking back towards Barnt Green and just empty fields with the odd green tree dotted around inside the field. Absolutely beautiful images. The second of those images, there's some quite imposing dark cloud a little bit further back, and I thought that was quite an interesting little composition as well. And then from there I've headed down to St Michael's Church, which is where I'm standing right now. Now I'd like to tell you a little bit about what my guidebook says about St Michael's Church. It's only a very quick one, so I'll try and be as quick as I can. Basically it says, this red sandstone church largely dates back to the 14th century, and it was restored in 1861. It's usually locked, but you may be lucky. Well, I was able to get into the churchyard itself, but the church was locked. And then it goes on to say, in the churchyard there are two listed monuments. One square stone base that used to hold a cross dating to the 15th century. The other is the tomb of Thomas Green, surrounded by railings. Well, I didn't see either of those things, unfortunately. I just managed to pop in, get a couple of photos of the church itself from either side, and now I'm going to make my way back towards the train station. So I have now arrived back at Barnt Green village, which is just down the road behind me. I'm walking up Station Approach now on the way to the railway station. This is the end of my vlog, I'm afraid. Just to let you know what happened since I left the church earlier, St Michael's Church. I've actually walked down underneath the railway bridge around a little country lane. Nothing much really to photograph along there, and then out onto two very busy main roads where again it was impossible to stop and try and vlog anything, or impossible to stop and take any photos, although I think I did manage to get a few photos of some sheep in a couple of fields along the way. But now, as I say, I've come back into Barnt Green village, where the guidebook tells me there are several little coffee shops and bars and restaurants and so on where I can stop and get something to eat and drink. Well, I did actually stop there before I started my vlog earlier this afternoon and had my lunch there, and then after lunch I've started the vlog here at Barnt Green railway station, rather than that the visitor centre at the top end of the Licket Hills Country Park. So obviously then I've walked through Licket Hills Country Park up to the visitor centre and then around on the rest of my vlog, the rest of my walk, sorry. I hope you've enjoyed the vlog. I've enjoyed being out and about on the walk today, and I hope you've enjoyed the images that I've been sharing with you. Basically it's just a great way to get out and enjoy nature, just to go around and have a look at various different hidden walks that people can do that are a little bit unknown. So that was the idea of today's vlog. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and also please remember to subscribe to my channel, because that is a really big help. And if you wanted to, you could help me another way as well, by purchasing a 2024 calendar from me. It's a woodland and landscape photography calendar. It's an A3 calendar. I'll show you a preview of it at the end. If you would like to purchase one, it's £15 and it's free worldwide shipping at the moment. I've only got a handful of copies left, so you better get in quick if you do want one. If you could just leave me your name and your email address in the comment section below, and then I can get back to you and we can arrange how to make that purchase. So as I said, I hope you enjoyed today's vlog. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on another vlog very soon. Bye for now.